using ankle weights today, place them all the way on. The most important thing is that you always listen to your body. So if you're feeling tightness or strain in your hip or your lower back, then just note that those are indicators to maybe take off the ankle weights. You're going to use your ball underneath your right side. You're going to have your legs set up in a first position where your legs are on a diagonal and your hips are in alignment with your right shoulder. So you want to have your legs not on a 180, which would be all the way to the side. They're on a light diagonal forward. I usually use my mat to really align my body. Is my back aligned with the back side of my mat, or my feet aligned with the front side? So that diagonal is usually perfectly set for my body's length. From here, you're now going to take your left leg and you're going to bring it onto the back diagonal. Flex your foot into the floor. Keep your hips supported where they're focused, centered. Support your body as you need. You're going to lift right leg up and lower down. So we're taking this little lift off the floor, but the goal is to keep the hips centered and level so you're never starting to swing your body weight back. We're not starting to transfer the weight. We're keeping it in that right hip. If you need to adjust, modify, come down, roll the mat underneath your right hip bone, use a rolled up towel. You can make any choice that feels best for you. By being lifted, you're having to focus on not going so high because we've cut off the range of motion. What you instead want to work on is how you're lifting your obliques up, which will cut off the range of motion of your flexibility for certain, but you're having this lift happen and be possible because of the initiation you're also applying from that left foot into the floor. We've got it flexed, the right toes are pointed, we've got our body aligned up. We're going to go all the way lifting for 4 more reps. Breathe in. Start to bring the awareness into the inner right thigh. Exhale for 2. Breathe in. Last time to lift, you're going to hold it up. We're going to go into a bend and stretch. Bend, stretch. The knee to hip stays stable, and the toes all the way through the kneecap and shin are coming in to a soft rotary position. In and reach out. Deep breath in, keep the knee in parallel. Keep stretching your upper body long. Your waistline stay lifted, work that inner thigh. And exhale. We're going to go for another set here of 4. And extend. Keep pulling your muscles all the way up. Slow it down if you need for 2. And stretch. On the last one here, you're going to hold the stretch of your right leg, and we're going to draw a small circle up and around from the inner thigh. Tiny lifts up. 1 more set of 8, just like this. 8, 7. Think of drawing the size of a golf ball. 4, 3, right away. Don't even think about stopping. Reverse. Your arm wherever you wish. Challenge your side body to stay lifted. Final set here of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your right leg down. Transfer the weight as you bend your right leg. You're going to lift your left leg all the way up. And from here, we're going to go into a full développé. You're going to reach the knee all the way in. Stretch out, elongate, bend back in, inhale, and exhale. Send the leg away. We're going to add the arm. You're going to take the arm all the way up, reaching back as you stretch forward. And then as you take your left leg back, you're reaching right arm all the way out. Left arm all the way out onto a diagonal. Sorry, guys. Same arm as leg. Stretch. No deeper than your shoulder. Open up and stretch, extend all the way out. Last set of 4. Really try to reach your left arm back in opposition to that left thigh. Stretch, extend. Final set of 3, using the ground through the right arm. The right arm is still active in the floor. Keeping that left hip lifted, and then stretch all the way out and away. Really try to touch your toes towards the back wall that you're working with. Try to get long into that diagonal. Extend all the way out. From here, hold. Take your left hand down, touch the floor, and lift. 8 times, down and up. Keep reaching out, long arabesque line. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last set of 4. Last set of 3. Point your toes. Stretch and elongate your gaze. Take a full breath in, hold. Stop, stay. Lift your arm and then come all the way home. We're going to sit on up and right away take it to the second side. Bring your ball with you. Come down. Set up your back, your tailbone, your shoulder against the back end of your mat if that was a helpful cue for you, so that your legs can come out onto this diagonal first forward. You want to set up both of your thighs together so that you can feel if you have the support in your left hip properly. If you need to roll your mat up, support yourself with more cushion. Just listen to your body. Now, once you're lifted, check that you're not suffocating or squishing your ball. You're going to bring your right leg onto a back diagonal, press your foot down into the floor through a flex position, lift your left leg up, woo, and bam, just like that, you're going to feel the difference on the second side. Lower, left, lower, left. Just like that. It's not a huge lift, and what you're working for is hip stability, so don't let your body start to be pushed back into a weight transfer on the right side. If anything, you should feel where your mobility is cut, where you're not able to lift high. Keep pushing the right foot down into the floor and keep weight bearing into that left hip. Sometimes even having the right hand down helps keep the hips square. Looking down towards your left form can also sometimes help. Play around in your position. Keep breathing. And exhale. Start to tap into the sensation of holding the lift just a tiny microsecond longer each time you lift. Push down. Stretch your neck out. One more set here. 5, 4, 3, deep breath in, exhale for 2, last one, hold. From here, you're bending into retire and stretching all the way out. Make sure you're on top of your left hip. You're keeping your left leg in parallel, and just the toes through the shin are hinging from the kneecap, in and out. In and out. Neck long. Check that you're not suffocating the ball. Change your gaze and focus down or up if you need to relieve your neck. Go for a last set here. 4. Pick in your head already your first direction. We're going to draw our circles. The next time you hold your leg out, stay circle. About the size of a golf ball and really reaching to the crown of your head out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch directions. Keep breathing in, stretching out, challenge yourself right here. We're on our final set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take your leg all the way down. You're going to bend your knee in, and from here, taking your right leg all the way up, going through our développé forward, bend, and stretch back. Ooh, make sure you got space. Bend, reach, bend, and stretch. Now, if you want to have just a little bit more in terms of how you're going to work, we're going to add the upper body in right away. Stretch, reach, and extend out. Let's take the arm up and then open, up and press. Try not to go lower than your shoulder alignment, especially on that reach. You want to extend out in opposition and diagonal. From here, we're getting into this little bit of spinal activity and twisting as we stretch. Stretch doesn't mean passive, it means also active, especially in these kinds of classes where you're working that floor bar technique of lengthening out, finding space, trying to get your lines longer and longer with that strength. Last set of 2. And reach. On your final one here, take your arm forward, reach your right leg back. Stop, stay, find the floor, keep extending out. Touch, lift, touch, lift. Press down, pull up. Last set of 4. Last set of 3. Last set of 2. Finish last one. Lift, hold, take your arm up, and return all the way in. Take your thigh down. You're going to remove your ball, come all the way up, and from here, let's take a twist stretch. Drop your left hip into the ground. Take your left hand in towards your knee. Sit tall, collarbones wide. And if it feels good, to give yourself a light twist, open up your gaze, look towards the right. Breathe in, sit bones heavy. Breathe out, release. Switching sides, right leg stacked underneath the left hip. Sit tall. Draw your left knee closer towards your right shoulder first. And then when you're ready, just adding that light little gaze towards the left. Softly twisting your spine, sitting your sit bones down, lengthen. And exhale, release. Have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I will see you at the next burn.